and gentlemen, welcome to the Road to 2000. Today I've got another game. On this game, I was playing as white, and my opponent was playing as black, obviously. So let's get into it and see what happened. Don't really know how to describe this game. So on this game, I started with the bets opening. Of course, that's how it goes. My opponent started with the king and pawns opening. One step, of course, not the two-step way. Then my opponent played bishop to e7. Then I played knight to c3, developing on my side, of course. Then my opponent played pawn to a6. It looks like my opponent didn't want to develop, hence they played small moves or one-step moves. Then I played pawn to d4. Then my opponent played bishop to h4 with a check, which I can block easily, of course. But I think the computer doesn't like me blocking like this, but I don't see any other way to block this other than moving the king, or moving the king here or right here, but that's all of that doesn't work. So I'm not sure which other move I can play to block this check other than playing pawn to g3. Then my opponent played bishop to f6. Then I played bishop to h3. Then I played bishop to d2. Then my opponent played pawn to g5, which I ignored. And then I played pawn to e4. Then my opponent took that pawn there. Then I took back with the bishop, of course. Then my opponent played bishop to e7. Then I played pawn to e5. Then my opponent played pawn to d5, ignoring the pawn exchange there, and also opening up the bishop's diagonal there. Then I played the queen in front of the king. Then my opponent pinned my knight to the king. Then I played pawn to a3, attacking the bishop, asking questions whether the bishop is there to take or to threaten only, which the bishop took. Then I took back with the pawn. Then my opponent played knight to c6. Then I castled the king side. Then my opponent to continue with the knight move. And as you can see at this part of the game, my pieces have fully developed. I've connected my rooks, but my opponent hasn't developed all the pieces. Only they were moving like the same piece over and over again, like the bishop there. Now they're moving the knight twice, and the pieces have not developed yet. Then I just played pawn to a4. Then my opponent played knight to c4. Then I played pawn to a5. Then my opponent played bishop to d7, starting their development. Then I played knight to d6, looking for that knight exchange there, to d2, sorry, looking for that knight exchange there. Then my opponent played bishop to b5. Then I played queen to e1, which is a blunder, but my opponent missed this blunder. Of course, my opponent can take the knight here, and of course I can't take the knight because I will lose the rook there. Of course, that's the best move. Hence, that is the best move because I'm losing the knight either way. So the best move in this position was to play queen to g4, then allowing my opponent to take my knight for the rook, of course. But my opponent missed that, so let's continue. After playing queen to e1, my opponent played knight to e7. Then I took the knight back. Then my opponent took my knight, of course. And then I played rook to f2. Then my opponent played pawn to h2, to h5, sorry. Then I pinned the knight to the queen. Then my opponent unpinned himself, playing queen to d7. Then I played bishop to f1, looking for that bishop exchange. Then my opponent ignored that. Then I took the bishop, of course. Then my opponent took back with the queen. Then I played knight to f1. Then my opponent played knight to f5. So I played rook to f1, not knight. Rook to f1. Then my opponent played rook. Then after that, I took the knight on f5 with the rook, which is a brilliant move. At this stage of the game, I wasn't sure this is a brilliant move, but I saw what the idea was because I was trying to open up this queen file here. Hence, I took the knight there so the pawn can take back. Then I can move my pawn forward. And then my opponent made the blunder. I think the best move here was to ignore that, not to take, or playing any other move, like playing. That's also a blunder. So I guess this was the better move in this position, but I can be sure that there were more better moves in this position. So my opponent played pawn to f6. Then I took back with my bishop, attacking the rook in the process. Then my opponent took my pawn there. Don't know why my opponent did that, because I just won a free queen, which I did. Then the game ended from this position. My opponent just resigned after this. So I think my opponent should have just moved the rook here. Then I'll probably move back, attacking the rook. Then if the rook maybe moves here, then I'll just move the pawn. I don't think that would work, but I'm not sure what would have happened if the game went forward, but I probably thought of something else. So that the game ended after my opponent sacrificed the queen. Then I took back with my queen. So that's how the game ended. Thank you for watching. Please hit that notification bell, like, comment, and share. Until we see each other again on the next video. Bye bye.